So another question to you. Presently in Bangladesh, some of the clinical cases we found in telecoms, after 1 or 2 days of infection, udder becomes hard and very swollen and
Yeah.
very hard. And you,
Yeah.
if you give hot fermentation or cold fermentation, nothing works there. So in India, usually what you do for hard and swollen udder in case of clinical mastitis.
Okay, as you know, when I was discussing about clinical, how to handle clinical cases of mastitis, there I had mentioned that speed at which you attend to acute case of mastitis immediately after parturition is extremely important. And most of them are because of environmental infection, picked up environmental infection like Pseudomonas, Staphylococcus, and E. coli. Problem with staph is very acute, because staph is an intracellular bacteria, and therefore anything which you are giving as a drug has to reach inside the cell and kill the bacteria, because they are hiding over there. Uh, so you'll find the abscesses and other kinds of things with staphylococci becomes very chronic, and even in Western countries, if they find that it is staphylococci, they usually cull this animal. They don't want to keep on trying with drugs. What I usually tell the vets over here in case of acute mastitis is that you need to also administer anti-inflammatory drugs as well as antihistamine, because it is the huge inflammation which is resulting in fibrosis. The hard udder is not because of inflammation, but it is because of rapid fibrosis, which is a natural defense mechanism to arrest the infection, heavy load of infection which is there in the alveoli. And once there is fibrosis, it is very difficult to remove the fibrous material from there. So usually such animals are killed, and we do have around 5-6% of such cases where the the quarter goes off, it gets fibrosed, and it becomes very hard, and you cannot rescue it. But acting very rapidly for clinical mastitis cases, and first administration of first injection to be given as intravenous injection is extremely critical here, because many of these cases are also toxic cases, because the staph and E. coli will also release toxins. So there is also underlying toxemia, and there the absorption of antibiotic given intramuscular or subcut is going to be slightly delayed. So don't depend on an intramuscular injection, give intravenous injection, and then follow it up properly, because every antibiotic has got a half-life. So if it says every 12 hours to be given, you ask them to give every 12 hours for 2 to 3 days. And my own experience, of course, I have got evidence from the cases which I treat. We have almost abundant oxytetracycline, from our repository. But I usually treat these cases with oxytetracycline terramycin injection, initially intravenously, 30 to 50 ml, diluted in 5% dextrose, and then another injection intravenous after 12 hours, followed by 3 intramuscular injection, or maybe 1 LA injection later on. So that is how I usually treat them. But still, you will find few cases which will get fibrosed, and nothing can be done, unfortunately.
Okay.